Howdy YouTube, and welcome to another episode of The Gunman. So today I've got a re-review on the DeVilbiss DV1S. So this is a gun I've had for probably over a year around, or over a year now, and I've decided to revisit it, or just a bit of an updated review. So I've had quite a good amount of time to use this, so I think this will be hopefully a better review than the first one. So as you can see there, the PPS adapter is S14, so that was something that did take me a little while to figure that one out, so that might be handy. As you can see there, the fluid tip I've got is the 1mm. Now, there's actually a few different fluid tip sizes you can get. You can get 1 and 1.2, or you can get 0.7 and 0.9. The 0.7 and 0.9 come with a micro air cap. I would imagine for most people you'll be looking for the S1 or S2. I've been using the S1, but I decided to show you guys this here at the start because this is like the retaining ring, I guess you'd call it, a part that goes like behind the baffle there. And well, it's the first time it's ever happened to me, but I thought I would point it out, mainly for the reason that the parts on the DV1 and the DV1S do actually seem a little bit more robust. They seem like they're going to last a bit longer. They don't have these little sort of paper style seals back behind the baffle or anything. So look, I've never really had any of these paper seals go out on me. I don't generally soak my guns in thinners, but just by looking at it, you kind of can tell, it's probably not the kind of thing that's going to last forever, you know what I mean? So I guess I would just point out the fact that the build quality is just a little bit better on the DV1s. That aside, as I mentioned before, the air cap I would be going for is S1. So they do have an S2. I found the S2 was better for like base coat applications. So if you look at the holes on the air horns, they're like a little bit bigger. But the way I see it is like when you're using a minigun, you sort of want it to perform like a minigun. But on the other hand, you do have the option of going for the cap that's going to throw a bit more material out. Like there may be some people that do spot repairs that most of the time do little spot repairs like you see me doing here on this Mercedes-Benz bumper, but then occasionally they might want to do like a panel or two. They might want to do like an entire door. Well, in that case you might want to throw the 1.2 and the S2 cap on, but the S1's probably not really going to throw out enough material to want to do an entire panel with. But in saying that, like those of you who are familiar with the channel and did see the first review I did on the DV1S, I actually did use the 1.2 and the S2 air cap to paint the entire side of a car, and it did really well. Originally I was just gonna, like, I had a backup gun ready to sort of swap out with a different PPS adapter on it, so I was just gonna show you what it was like to do a whole panel with, expecting it wasn't going to do very well, and I just kept going because it was doing so well. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not really what they're designed for. They are designed for doing small spot repairs like this, so I guess you'd nearly call it a MIDI more so than a minigun. But I guess if you did throw those micro caps on, they're caps that I haven't even used, so you can go all the way down to the 0.7 and the 0.9. I can't really imagine it being much use for somebody like myself. Maybe if you're doing like custom paint work, it might be handy to sort of have a little bit of candy in, and you could do your candy over flakes and sort of just puff a little bit in here and there. But for the automotive smash repair industry, I would imagine you would be wanting the S1 air cap with the 1mm. This is what I've landed on after a year. And one thing I did actually say to myself when I got this gun new, I said, look, I'm not going to be ultra precious with it. Yes, it was a nice, expensive, shiny new toy when I got it, but I've kind of just, look, I treat all of my tools well, to be honest, but I haven't been ultra precious with it. I've just treated it like the tool that it is and used it as it needs to be used, or as it should be used. And it has performed very well, and it's held up very well to near daily use, and I do get a lot of use out of it. And yeah, look, I could justify the cost, so put it that way. Yes, it is a bit expensive. I just double checked on the Spray Guns Direct website, and you're looking at about $630. But to be fair, you do get the 2 fluid tips, you do get the choice of the 2 different air caps, and as I say, if it was up to me, or my recommendation would be the S1. So it's going to be better for clear coat, as I say. If you wanted to, you know, 2 air caps, I guess you could get the extra one. I'm not sure exactly how much that's going to set you back, but yeah, you can still definitely spray base coat with this. No dramas at all. You may find that you need to put an extra drop of thinners in it because it's got a very fine atomization on it, on the S1 air cap. Yeah, laser clear down nice and smooth and thin, you know what I mean? So you're not going to get, well, it's not going to want to run on you. It's not going to want to get thick film build or anything like that. It's going to want to go on nice and flat and minimal material, which is perfect for a spot repair. I've actually had this video in the video editor for a couple of months now, but I've been so busy working on my Torana and doing other things, I just haven't got around to doing the narration on it. So hopefully you guys do appreciate this. I would say this is a better review on this than I did last time. I think a few people did criticize me on that, and I think rightfully so. Like, you know, you got to wear the criticism where it's legit, you know. And yeah, I think in that original video I was doing, I wasn't really doing spot repairs like this, put it that way. So yeah, the criticism was definitely warranted. Hey, but on the topic of different spot repair guns, I'm a massive fan of these. So these, 150 bucks, the absolute beast. If you wanted to save a few dollars, you could probably get yourself 3 or 4 of them. So yeah, bang for your buck, you're probably best off going and getting yourself 3 or 4 ANI R150s. Get one in, you know, 1 mil, 1.2 and whatever, and you'll be laughing all the way to the bank. But on the other hand, if you like me and you like those top of the line things, well then, look, I can't imagine too many people regretting the purchase. You know, you only pay for it once, but then you'll get to use it for a long time as long as you look after it, and that's definitely been the case for me. But isn't that a bit of an annoyance with this little bumper here? I've got all these bits of silicone. It was a car yard job and they make you do spot repairs, but they cover the entire car with silicone. I hate that. But all that aside, if you'd like to support the show, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and if you would like to buy yourself one of these, be sure to go and check out. I will add a link in the description to Sprayguns Direct website. Alternatively, you can just go and buy yourself some Gunman merch. Anyway, till next time, Gunman out. I'd like to say a big thanks to everyone for watching, and if you'd like to support the channel further, you're more than welcome to go over and check out some of the merchandise we've got. My personal favourite is those spray suits, so they're a good quality Colad branded spray suit with a Gunman logo on it. There's also hats, drink coolers, hoodies and t-shirts, so be sure to go over and check out the link in the description if you are interested.